over the summer, I went on a date with a woman, and she told me that I came off as irresponsible. And then, I swear to God, immediately after saying that, she paid the bill with a Forever 21 credit card. Does anyone here have a Forever 21 credit card? No, that would be irresponsible of you. I'll tell you what, though, if you did, we could date for way too long. Be a good time. I am having a good week, though, mainly because my roommates are out of town. So, yeah. We all know what that means. Got to break out the loud vibrator. Yeah, I got to try the highest setting for the first time. Let me tell you guys. Honestly, too strong. It does not need to go that high, in my opinion. Also, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I don't know who's in charge of making the patterns on vibrators, but I've been talking to people, and it turns out we actually don't need the Morse code setting. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Kind of turns out no one's coming from sending an SOS through their pussy. I would know I'm trying. Not working. I still love my vibrator, though, because vibrators, they never really let you down in the way that people can. And what I mean by that is this one time, this man was going down on me, and I couldn't really get into it, because in that situation, like, spotlight's really on you. I kind of felt like there was too much pressure, and then, like, not enough pressure. And then, like, way too much pressure. We were not finding the right amount of pressure. And then he said something that I think about all the time still. We're truly like 30 seconds into being down there. Like, I don't even think I'd registered he went down there yet. He looked up, we locked eyes, and he said, "I love how quiet you are when you come." If you're not laughing, you didn't get it. No problem, hadn't come. Okay. Hadn't come. I do, though, I want to give him credit and say I hadn't come, but I did, maybe. Sigh, thank you. Yeah, I was maybe like, and he was like, "That's it, you're welcome." Everybody wrap up, I think we're done for the night. I think it's a crazy thing to say, because I think we can all agree, like, sex, it's not a game, it's not a competition, but the point of sex is to come so loudly and so beautifully that all 4 of the voice judges turn their chairs around. At least the way I'm playing it. Sorry, I just came again. It is so quiet. That joke confuses people sometimes. They ask if you're a lesbian, why have you been with men? To which I'm always like, I don't know, man. Probably the same reason I'll see a movie even after everyone tells me it's bad. Sometimes I just want to be a part of the cultural conversation. I do feel like before we get any further, I should tell you guys I am on my period, which, yeah, no one needs to freak out. Saw you flinch, no problem. No one needs to freak out. All that really means for me personally is that the dirt under my nails is actually blood. Which you can think that's gross, but you gotta admit you know what I'm talking about. Okay. And what I'm talking about is, of course, that when you're on your period, you bleed from your nails. Some people are laughing. The allies in the room are learning. This guy's taking notes. I will say this might only hit for you if you get your period, but I did accidentally buy the pads without wings on them. Yeah, so I am thinking about killing myself. If you don't know what I'm talking about, those things are basically useless. Like, they're not catching a single drop of blood. Like, because there's nothing holding them in place. So they're just down there like one of those like car wash inflatable dancing guys, just like useless. Like, I may as well have brought a bucket of blood up here and just dumped it out, okay? Which is a joke, but front row, splash zone, okay? Honestly, back row too, I got a heavy flow, okay? It'll reach. I do have a job. I feel like I should let you know. I used to work in an office, and the hardest lesson I learned working in an office was about HR. And I felt like, okay, because HR, they say that they're there for you, but really they're there to protect the company. They're there to protect the boss, right? Some of us have been burned before. Yeah, HR is like the excuse you give to cancel plans last minute, and that it's not real, okay? It is fake. And some of you didn't like that. Oh, we're all making it to plans all the time? We're all following through? Okay. HR is like this room in that it's made up of liars who I love. And I'm not just saying that to keep my job. I learned that a lot about HR. My favorite time I learned that was I had a really, truly, truly terrible boss. And one time she started a meeting by saying, "Wow, Tina's had 3 cupcakes already." Yeah, to which I said, "You can't give me an eating disorder. I'm not your daughter." And then HR talked to me. Okay. Because my boss pays HR. And all I do is eat their cupcakes, okay? Like, I'm just saying it's not a very fair fight if one side is paying the referee, right? This is a workplace, not the NFL, okay? Is that what people say about the NFL? I'm just trying to make it relatable for some of the men watching, okay? I love you guys. I also got a pap smear recently, which, yeah. Right outside at the food truck, they're giving them out, if anyone wants one. I'm always shocked every time I get a pap smear and they haven't updated the process yet. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of room for improvement in that field, okay? If you don't know, a pap smear is basically where they take a metal rod and put it into your vagina. Sorry, I saw you flinch. I know some people don't like that word. I don't have to say it. I want to respect that. I don't have to say it. They put a metal rod into your cunt. And then, like, while it's in there, it kind of, like, opens a little bit. Honestly, it'd be weird if it didn't. No, it opens because ultimately the point of a pap smear is they're trying to get out all of the sand that gets stuck in there when you go to the beach. So, and then after that, they put a swab in to get a sample to test. And I was looking at the doctor. Gynecologist. Gynecologist is what you call it when the doctor is a woman. Some people are laughing, some people are learning. I was looking at the gynecologist and I was like, "Hey, I know this doesn't really matter to you, but the metal rod kind of hurts me. I'm kind of wondering, because it's bigger than the swab, if we can just skip the metal rod, just put the swab in." And she was like, "No, I have to use the metal rod." And I was like, "No, you don't." And I was like, I don't want to like step on anyone's toes, but to get inside me, I know you don't need that rod because I've actually had sex before, okay? And not once has someone entered me and been like, shoot, I forgot the metal rod. You know, like, I'm looking at your swab and it's smaller than 2 fingers. And people are getting that in me with just a few sweet nothings, okay? Right? Like, babe, you don't need a metal rod. You just need to tell me I look nice today, okay? Just tell me my smile lights up the room better than this overhead lighting you got. It's gonna slip right in, all right? And she was like, "No, I need the metal rod, okay? It's my emotional support metal rod. I need it." And I was like, "Okay, doctor." Doctor is what you call a gynecologist when you're no longer vibing with them. I was like, okay, doctor, if you can't get inside me without a metal rod, I don't really trust you, okay? So why don't you take off your little white trench coat, give it to my girlfriend, she's gonna give me the pap smear, okay? And we're gonna need the room while she does it, okay? Don't worry about closing the door, I've been told I'm quiet. You guys have been so awesome. I'm Tina Sieben. Thank you.